What's going on? Yes. All right. Tonight is the night, y'all. It's the intellectual talent show. You know what I mean? Bring y'all some talent. You know what I mean? Hosted by no other than Ruda Gypsy. All right. I just had to come on real quick, say what up. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm about to drop in the intro. We about to get into it. Let's get it. All right, so Ruda Gypsy is okay. There she go.
What's up, y'all? Happy to be here. Ruda Gypsy in the building. What's up, y'all? Welcome, everybody. I want to thank Mr. Best for having me. Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana in the building. And so, thank you. So we're going to send lots of love and appreciation to Sister Jess. She's going to go first. Displaying everybody gets 10 minutes is my understanding. Everybody, good vibes, good vibes. Mr. Best, out. Much love to Sister Jess.
Love. Wagwan popcorn. What are you saying? Can you guys hear me all right? Because I'm using my laptop. Normally I'm on my phone and normally I've got a microphone attached, so I feel a bit like naked. Oh, you muted, sis. So can you hear me? Should I just spit it? Go with it?
Yes, feel free. Okay. We can hear you, Queen.
Okay, cool. I'm going to come off camera though, so I can go on my other page and read my lyrics, yeah?
It sounds like a little bit of an echo. Can y'all hear that?
Any better? Yo, I can hear. There's a background noise playing in it. It's not me, is it? That's like on the show, yeah?
We can hear you, family. You good? Go ahead.
All right, bro. Love, King. Okay. All right. All I really want is to be happy. If you looked into my life and see what I've seen, like Mary, these scars I can't even tell you about, clear to see, mark me differently. Unread pages trapped behind a cover you so clearly judge me with, labeling me as in the wrong category. We don't recognize your genre here. Unnumbered, abandoned, forgotten, dropped in the unwanted section. Lost stories. Fuck these chapters. Lyrics you'll never read. No cap. See my pen. You can't touch my poetry. Even if I wrote down every word in capitals on a piece of laminated paper and enveloped you with this bleeding ink, first class, stamp in your face, you'd miss the message clearly. Today's news is tomorrow's background framing for cat litter. No time for pussy hoes. Move that shit from me. Pure mongrels. Don't want no issues, but I'm the shit. Grab the tissues, you wet wipes. Barely a sound or noise to me. Silent farts. Too quick for you. Shredding up this shit like tissue and wipe it fast. No biggie. You mean nothing to me. Scrap that. I'm bullshitting like you. That's pure shit. Because that would mean something. And you mean nothing. Like a bad smell. Flushed you. Refused to look down there again. Spent so long hanging my head low. Started to look down at myself. Reevaluating them reflections in the puddles. valuing all the little things. Every drop eventually equals an ocean, throwing pebbles, ripples, making waves, rebirthing this queen. Blessed from the beginning, you're witnessing my funeral, reincarnating to my better self. Welcome to my Earth Day, baptism of believing, wearing my halo correctly, carrying the weight this crown carries, accepting my power. So used to being let down, I stay standing. Can't remember how many times slips my mind. I've been promised I'll never forget you, whilst none of them think of me. Can't break me though, beat me, knock me down. My mum hit me harder than that before I knew how it felt to fall, so getting back up is a natural reaction. Before I was old enough to spell innocence to understand its existence or meaning to vocabulary, I learned how to feel it, have it taken. My words were muted, silenced, lost childhood. Does not quite find the correct expression. Looking for the words, searching how to tell you. Stolen, stripped, fucked up. There it is, laid bare, exposed to shit you would save your worst enemy from. Lone soldier, all alone out here. It's lonely. I'm used to being alone. Fighting from day one, taking shots, lost count, dying, trying to live. Let's just call it 50. 35 years on this roller coaster got me spinning, dizzy. Didn't even buy a ticket. Lost my stomach on the last drop. Can't keep up. Finding how the slow ones know how to run their mouths. Stop trying. If you're always watching me, you must be behind me and I ain't looking back. Stop trying to run. You can't keep up. If you think I'm sweating you, you must be a drip. Luckily, I ain't trying to beat you. The old me, you never knew, would act differently. Step to me, you'd be leaving limping after I laid you flat on your back. Especially if you think the other chromosome is going to make you taller than me, intimidate me. Why? Sit back in your seat. I stand strong. Please don't try to test me. I'll teach you a lesson for your own protection. Study what I'm saying. I've experienced life already. Every day's a learning day. In lesson. I'm not stupid. Stop acting like a bitch because I'll take your chick too. Realizing my potential, taking action, affirming manifestation to block out all the noises that haunt, repeating all the bad things that haunt me. Brainwashed to believe I was ugly. That duckling rejected. Finally learned to stop beating me. The world's already against me. About time I changed team. See, this one won the race already against millions before the planet could duck me just to be counting. So don't underestimate what's undertaking what you can't see. Just see her already. She's winning. Battling to make you see her differently. Help you see life more beautifully. Light the path. Holding a torch for everyone stuck in the dark. Them crevices where there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Previously unequipped for this war, but I've won so many battles. I'm equipped to hold your hand now. We shining. Let's brighten up the world for the rest. No one's being left behind at my watch. No matter how long it takes. The loyalist on your team. Ride or die. What do you need? Damn. Why can't I say these things to her? She's so broken. Fucked from the beginning. Used and abused daily. Always putting others first. No wonder she always comes last. Forgot about herself. I don't even know who you're talking about. Learning to love this stranger. Sorry. You don't see me. Missed me again. Blind to what's right in front of you. Always left behind. I'm not looking back anymore. Refuse to be invisible, unseen, ignored. Children should be seen and not heard. Just try to shut me up now. Refuse to be silenced again. Expressing through every media. Painting words on my brush when I can't speak. Outlining the situation in drawings because I can't picture it. I do art in it. Screaming facts on repeat. Still muted. Selective hearing, ears matching eyes that don't see me. Not my fault. Your eyes are misleading. Need testing. Get them checked. This is a sight to be seen. No longer watching the ones that don't look at me. Recognize another human being caring to you, being humane, just like I'm natural to me. Learning the world mixes paints differently. My palette always has space to reserve for observing the scene. Seeing everybody. Always. Eyes open. Even when I'm tired, resting the back of my eyelids. Black and grey rainbows are bright and monochrome. You'll probably see me when your eyes are mimicking dollar bill signs, expecting me to still recognize you. You looking at me differently. Now I'm blinded by the reflection in the mirror. The one you've never seen. The one that matters. And I've decided to put her first for a change. Don't give me that look. Drop the volume from your expression. You ain't even sitting on my bench, let alone making the team. Hope you hear that loud and clear. Active listening. Reserved for those deserving of me hearing. Time is precious. Saving it. No longer throwing it away on time wasters. Bin your rubbish sentiments. Pure garbage. Trash that junk shit. Non-recyclable. Save your scraps. No longer accepting crumbs. Hosting my own table. Everybody at eye level eating big. Love-filled plates. I learned from the best. Morals and recipes engulf me. Filled up on love and blessings even when I settled for a small plate. Priceless. Feeling filled. learning the value of my gifts, inherit and receive from my G and God. Already got the winning ticket. Lost in the confusion, nearly missing. I'm already a treasure, valued, in fact, invaluable, collectible, prized possession. I'm rare, trust. You just start explore the universe. You'll never discover another just star. So I'm seeing my interest increasing. Value myself the highest so everyone can start seeing my worth. And I'm accepting that I amount to everything. I'm worthy of it all. King of this kingdom. Don't be mad because I'm a woman or a rich bitch. Don't underestimate me because you'll be left filing for bankruptcy.
Okay. I want to shout out. Thank you for having your message was like what I would say a invocation or a prayer to the Most High to start us off right. And I thank you for that, Queen. I feel like I can give y'all my 1000% attention now. Thank you for your patience with me. And thank you, Miss Just Star. Miss Demeanor, a pleasure meeting you, hailing from London, I hear. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm not from London. That's the thing. I'm actually, like, people always assume that I don't live too far from London. But you know, when you're from the UK, everyone thinks you live next door to the Queen. I know she's passed now, but I don't live next door to the Queen. Just putting it out there. Like, but I ain't too far.
My bad, sis.
No, I'm just saying, yo, it ain't too far. But you know, because people from London be like, she's not from London. Like, she says she's from London. No, I'm not from London. Like,
okay, where are you from, Queen? And how do we get a hold of your music and your artwork?
Well, I don't do music. I do art in it. I don't know if you know, like that. This is my motto. Like, and if you see Miss Money Perky, it's opposite where I'm doing the weather again. Oh, sugar. This throw gets in the way. Like, I do art in it is basically my thing. Because I like to be creative, get my hands dirty. I do a lot of stuff, and just start _misdemeanor_artist.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. I'm sure you wear a lot of hats. And how did you hear? I mean, how do you know? I mean, how do you identify with yourself as an artist now versus like last year, pre-COVID?
No different. Me personally, I don't know. Like, I've been doing art since Play-Doh and crayons. You get me? Like, I do art in it. That is my motto, and that's been my motto since day. Like, because I was silenced as a child. Like, my poem says everything I speak in my poetry is facts. Is you know, Bible. Yeah. And like, I was silent, so I spoke through my artwork, and I do it for the kids now too. I don't even have kids of my own, and I'm always doing it. People that know me, I do a lot of stuff to represent for the kids and express, like, in any media. If you can't speak, you can dance, you can create, you can do something. Like, people say, "Oh, I can't draw." Art is not just drawing. I promise you. There's so many things. Like, that's why I say I do art in it. I don't say I draw. Like, see behind me, there's artwork. That's my artwork. Like pastel drawings and, like, you know, blah blah blah. Like, so yeah.
You're exuding it, Queen, and we salute you. How, like, are you doing any showcases, or what projects should we look out for?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've not got anything going on at the minute, but I've been in like quite a few things and to do with the kids and that as well. Like, the last thing I was in recently was the whole of March was the Saatchi Gallery, and wherever you're in the world, the Saatchi Gallery is like one of the most famous galleries in the world. It's the second time I've been in there for the kids, and the project is called Child Earth Project, and it's about children affected from addiction. So rather than about like addicts, it's about the children affected from families and and like using art to express themselves. Like what I was just saying, literally. So, you know, I don't just say this shit. I really do this. I do this. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Oh, it's exuding right out of you, Queen. It's very evident, and we thank you for that light. That's very important work. Shout out to the nonprofit work that goes on, that pretty much, excuse me, takes on the responsibility of the lack of a broken system. Mm-hmm. And so when systems like yours and others come to place, that is art. Whether you're cooking a nutritious meal for your family or for yourself, that's all art. And so just a reminder to everybody to keep practicing your art, keep that therapy going. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever stop for nobody.
That's what people think, you know, because some days I can be doing art all day and produce nothing, brethren, you get me, yeah? So some people think, oh, you're going to just do a masterpiece straight away, and that don't work like that, but just be in the moment, just like have that, just escape, you know, and like that is priceless. You know?
Word up. Fuck yeah, dude. Just how do we pronounce your name so I'm not butchering? Please.
No, Just Star Misdemeanor, that's right. Like, have I got time for like another like 1 minute piece? Just Star Misdemeanor, yeah.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, big up gang. Big up Lani, big up everyone in the comments. I didn't see comments, I was off screen, but love. Thank you for joining, supporting. All right. Okay. No, you can't touch my hair, stroking me like you pet your dog. I ain't your bitch. And yes, I am really this pale. Bless you for asking. God just bless me this way too. I know, it's beautiful. Guyana is not Ghana. Otherwise, I probably would have said that. And no, I'm definitely not adopted. Thank you for noticing our family is adorned with stunning shades that may look different to the ignorant eyes blind in reality. Now you think that you know me. Got my pen and paper ready for the next lyric to drop. You're gonna tell me what? Why do people ask questions when they don't really want to hear the answer? You clearly know all about my ancestors. Maybe I should just turn the spotlight, let you build my family tree. Now you're looking at me like I've got 4 heads. Maybe it's your poor eyes can't see the bigger picture. 4 eyes, Specsavers has sailons. The only advice I'd give someone that can't see 2020, staring at me like I'm stupid. If you can't beat them, join them. Luckily, fighting is out the window. I'm not cracking, giving in. No more shattered glass when I can see right through you. I'm always ahead of you, no neck. Like Lady Alicia, Lego, plastic pieces just stab you in the foot when you least expect it. Never made any gang, can't match the bandanas. Never been quite white enough or black enough. Experienced both sides of the coin, heard the worst things. When they don't see you, you hear it all. Just grateful to the big man to allow me to be worthy to wear this skin and be honored to know we're all human.
Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what? There's a lot of pain behind your words. How do you deal with pain usually?
Do what? Literally, I swear down. Like from day, you know, like do poetry, I do art, I express myself, and this is what I always tell people, you know, for your better like mental well-being and health, it's just express yourself. If you can't speak, dance. If you can't dance, like, you know, paint, sculpt, throw some paint around. What's the worst that can happen? You might enjoy yourself. Just escape for a moment. Like literally, I promise you, if I didn't do art, I would not be on this planet.
Word up. Snaps for sure. Much love to this queen right here, just our misdemeanor. We want to give the opportunity to all of our brothers and sisters that are pretty much, I mean, this queen it's like 3 o'clock, past 3 o'clock where she's at. So if anyone wants to go next, that's probably, you know, that's, I don't know what your time zone is. Most people on the East Coast, holla in the comments and we will get you on. Justar, do you have any advice for somebody who is insecure about art, displaying their art to others?
Never make art worried about what anyone else is thinking. Do art to be in the moment and enjoy that moment, and that's what it's about. Like, if the minute you start, because whenever I've got patients and stuff, the anxiety, the stress, the levels I have to do, when I'm doing art for myself, that's the best art. That's what it's about. Just be in that moment. Whenever you start doing it about worrying about anyone else, that's when you're not making art.
That's some gems. She's dropping some gems, y'all. And so let's give our queen some snaps. Do you have anything else to bless us with before you head out, queen?
I mean, unless you want me to bust another little lyric, I got this last few days I've been just writing little pieces, man. But yo, I don't know how deep it goes.
Bust it, baby. Bust it.
Love this queen. All right, this is for the women as well, yeah. All right. Okay. Trigger warning, but I don't really have to give it because it's real life out here. Okay. As a woman, I'm sure you've heard, rather been told, or is it reminded, how to walk safely. The same ladies be wearing heels bigger than your dick on its best day just to take the trash out. Seems fitting. Like we didn't get taught to walk as babies, just like the boys did. Oh, you mean make sure you don't let yourself be out walking late at night? Let out at night, past the street lights turning on. Sorry. Do I have a curfew? My mom put the belt away a long time ago and I can cross the road all on my own, even tie my shoelaces. Yet our female chromosome means that a man can't keep his hands to himself or his dick in his pants. Why? Excuse me, how silly of me. What was I wearing is an obvious question. Of course, I was looking like $1,000,000. Now I see, don't I look stupid? How dare I look so fucking good? How stupid us women must look. Paper bags for makeup next week's big look, just so we don't mislead these perverts. Ladies looking like they feel and should do whenever they fucking feel like they want to means we taunting. Can't blame them. How could they help themselves? We look so stunning. It's not their fault. Obviously, if you're a female, then what did you expect walking down there and in the dark? Did you not think what could happen to you? Yeah, I'd get to my fucking destination without being attacked and judged for looking too attractive, too late, too much to be blamed for rapists raping. Just a thought, like maybe telling men not to rape women. Let me rephrase that for all the kings and the real men out there. Keep representing, and sorry to loosely use the word men. Apologies to take the real ones. Forget the word for bacteria that grows on bacteria. Wasted skin, grotesque things. Victim blaming. Who you calling victim? Do not belittle us for 1 second. Us brave queens survived the worst scum of the earth and still seeding, flourishing, growing bouquets out the concrete. If the shoe was on the other foot, as in when they get to you on the inside, you'll realize who was vulnerable. Just saying, like when they say women, when they tell women how to not get raped, maybe start telling rapists not to rape.
Hashtag. That's a hashtag. That's a shirt. That's a motto, and that's a responsibility. And we thank you, Queen.
Because in Africa, as a woman, I'm sure like you get told, oh, did you walk down? What you walk down? Do you know what you're doing? Like, I'm walking somewhere, like, because I've not got a tickle tackle in between my legs. I'm not allowed to walk down there in the dark. I'm sorry. It's just mind blowing, isn't it? Like, but we're used to it because we hear it all the time. But let people know like that. It's not okay. Like, yo. I could walk down the road. I could walk down the road fucking naked and don't touch me. But no, apparently that's not okay. Just say, sorry. I like to keep it real. Sorry.
And I appreciate you putting that trigger warning out there, because it's a conversation that has layers to it. It's a conversation that affects us all, whether we have experienced it or we know somebody who has. And unfortunately, it happens more often.
If you're a woman, because you get told it. Because even if you've not experienced it, you get told. You can't be out late at night. What you do? You can't walk in the dark. Like, do you know what I mean? There's so many. Yeah, come on now, Bridget. Anyway, sorry. I'm independent. I don't like that bullshit, and like I've experienced it, unfortunately, and I know a lot of people, and I like to keep it real. So yeah, thank you for your time.
You do it so beautifully well. From one sister to another, from one queen. Thank you very much. Peace out. Anybody who'd like to grace us, please go ahead and feel free, especially those coming from like the East Coast. I know Mr. John has been very patient as well.
I'm on the West Coast. I mean, I'm not tripping though. If somebody
okay.
I'll go now, or somebody else want to go since if they on a different time, because it's like 7:25 p.m. here right now. So
right, we're gonna give a couple of minutes, if that's okay, to see if any brothers and sisters from the East Coast want to join in on this. Shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to the West as well. Everybody.
Yeah, shout out. How you doing, guys? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Hello, CB.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, man. This is CB. No goes from South Africa. But I'm from Durban. So yeah, I'm an artist. Slash a business person, slash a father, slash an influencer at some point to some people. So yeah, man, that's me. And thank you guys for inviting me, and shout out to Kim, shout out to the sister that just went in now. I was also listening to all her pieces that she the things that she said and the things that she drops. Yo, man, she was on fire.
Yes, indeed. And feel free to share whatever you would like with us.
Yo, man. Even though I haven't prepared anything, because I'm just a rapper, so sometimes some of the stuff that I can just share one of the lyrics, some of the lyrics that are said in some of the songs, and then just try and explain, because I wouldn't say it's just early in the morning. So, just to come up with something now. I don't know if you'll mind if I do that.
It's really whatever you want to. You know, we're just
Oh.
giving the time over to the, because it's only 7:30 p.m. here. So we're
Yeah.
on the West Coast, you know, and so just giving the time to anybody who's past that time. If it's past 7:30 p.m. your time and you want to
Yeah.
deliver your art to share with everybody, we're totally okay with that. And believe me, I'm a
Yeah.
chatty Cathy. I could keep talking, but you know, you gotta be fair.
Oh yeah,
you
man.
feel me?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, I'm actually, like, as I said, I'm a rapper, I'm an artist. I would like to call myself an artist because there's a lot of things that I do in terms of art and all other stuff. So like right now, I've been working on the EP. So in that EP, there's an intro. It actually speaks to my daughter. It says, I hope Itamalami is still alive. I hope my mother's still alive. I hope my granny is still alive. I mean, I wish. Sorry. Okay, I say I wish Itamalami is still alive. When I say Itima, I'm talking about my dad. I wish Ioledi is still alive. When I say Ioledi, I'm speaking about my mom. So this intro, it all talks about it's just a letter to my daughter, because in one of the lines I even say I always want to see her smiling. I have like sad stories to tell her, but I always fake it because I don't want her to feel the pain that I felt. But I believe right now, since she's about like 13 years old, she will actually understand if I sit her down and talk to her and tell her my story, where I actually come from. Because some of the things I've been hiding from her so that she can just see the beauty of it, not everything deep down. So in this project, I was just like talking about it's just the projects that I've worked on for about a year now. Because what happened was last year, I was supposed to drop up something, but I lost a partner. You know, it was something that happened. You know, I've never felt that pain ever since I lost the family, like the mother, the father, everybody. Then last year, my partner passed away. So, and then I decided just to do a EP, just to put the pain in and just let everything out there. So what I was just saying now, the intro, it was just based off me talking to my daughter and telling her, now you are grown, now you will understand. Unfortunately, I can't take you to see your granny. I can't take you to see your mother, your grandfather, because they all passed away. I was also young, and you can only now see the pictures, and I can only tell you stories that are also, I heard it from other people, because I didn't have the chance, to sit down and let them tell me exactly who am I, where we're coming from, the family, their stories and all that day. So I can just say currently that's what I'm working on. It's almost finalized. I'm just like waiting to do some touch up and get it all out there.
Okay. Thank you for that. Is if no one's gonna do, that is, everybody's journey is just mad, wild, and crazy, right? Especially in perspective, because some things maybe that you've gone through, I haven't, and that's the beauty of sharing everything, right? Yeah. So if you do feel inclined to share one of your art pieces with us, let's go ahead and do that. If no one's gonna take the spot, I'll probably share a couple of things. And I just want to, kind of give. Pardon?
I'm saying what I can do is I can share my links on the comments so that if anyone want to check some of my work,
please,
they can just go through that. Yeah.
Please, sir. Please do that. That would be beautiful.
No problem.
All right. Cool. So what's up, y'all? I'm gonna share something. I want to welcome everybody that's joining this live. this salute to everybody. Art is a lifesaver. It could save, somebody's life just like it did for me. When I started, I would say that I took piano lessons when I was little. I started listening to a lot of different music. I was influenced, but very recently, I would say I started writing my own raps. And as a gift to myself, I told myself, you know what, you're going to perform somewhere. I don't care where it's at. And so, the universe conspires, excuse me, because, right now this is a platform. I don't care if it's one other person, that's, that other person and me, God can be there. You feel me? Whatever you believe in. So I just want to thank Mr. Best for enabling me to share with you all some of my music. I'm going to do it a cappella this time. And I'm also going to drop the links on where you can find me. My name is simply Rue the Gypsy. You can Google me, and then Spotify, YouTube, and I think the first one that I will share is called American Dream. And Mr. CB was kind enough to share his loved one passing. I have 3 siblings that have passed, and this is dedicated to them, as well as anybody who's lost your American dream. Okay? Whew. Let me get my breath. Let me sit upright. But satisfying like some pimple popping. Have your girl squirting her puss in the frame, baby mama knocking, the legs locking. I'm dropping the next hot topic on the podcast and for my next project. Yeah, I know I'm not black. Like OJ said, before Johnny Cochran, I didn't come to play. I'll put a sock in your mouth, Listerine spray. Watch this machine rock the house up like a DJ. I'm a head hunter, out for the feet, chopping up at the seam, fulfilling all my pipe dreams. You want to speak to my manager? Okay, then Karen, I am the fucking manager. So take your title shit and buy some clues or post your opinion near the freeway while you're selling your soul for your food or whatever the hell you're looking to fit. We're making deals here and building empires. I'm a rock star. Do you even know who you are? Man, I gotta go. But wait, hold on, I got more for you hoes. My thoughts got you stimulated. I'm knowing this for my vibes. Get you drunk like wine. Speak easy. Lift your mind high like the top peak. Humble green from Cali, daddy from Samoa. High chief, so this queen. Come rushing out the jungle, South Pacific, cross the seas to LA, working our canvas to the sky with ease. Hey, I'll eat you alive. Tapping the times when my people state you come for the fight. Something like a board. Settle the score with your colonial group. Send you back on the S of your troops. Crazy on wild like fine nights with 2 dudes. On the down low after Taco Tuesday, man, you food, we deeper, cause we the tribe. Slip back pestilence and curses in mother tongue. You only speak one, we God's chosen soul soaring. You're burnt, raising beneath the sun, raised under the same, we golden. Fuck your token and your chemical poisons. Everything you claim is stolen. So we taking our shit back, including my culture, bitch. Stop wearing Samoan patterns on your pasty white skin. You stay killing us, but never pay the price. Just set cap one charge, just overcharge. You're not right. And fuck everything you stand for. Thank you for your patience. You know what I'm saying? Just a little, I'm getting too hype, man. I'm getting too hype.
Yeah, that was all kinds of fire, Queen. Really, really. It's more than a notion to put something together like that and then be able to come and spit it. You know what I mean? That kind of energy, that's not easy. But you did that.
Thank you, King. Thank you. What I need to do is lay off on the blunts, clearly. Because, just a little bit. Let's, if anybody would like to please share something, feel free.
I will share a couple of things and then I will jump. Greetings, peace, and blessings. I am the poet Elemental. I am the host of the Monday night online open mic presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Shout out to KMA for the invite. Really, I'm so digging all the real, true, and authentic energy. coming from everyone in the building. So to every poet who came before me and after, truly appreciate you. All the kings and queens in here, really, y'all really help all of us to continue to do this, right? This energy goes around, so continue to share it with us. But share just a couple pieces with y'all really quick. Intro piece. I am the dark side, and anything good and everything bad with your perfect little fallacy. A villainous conjurer of righteous thoughts I was born. Wrapped in this war paint I used to graffiti the American construct. Backsplash their backlash with mad color. This bad brother is a protest standing still. I am the red pill. Conductor of this conscious railroad underground. Speak for my people who are lost and never found. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. I am elemental. All right. Share.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Again, just a couple pieces with y'all. This is some short 30 for 30. This is number 30. When paths collide to form combustion, send freakish, focused fusion, streaming through bloodstream, insanity served on platelets of fire-breathing senses that scorch ideas of doubt to embers that sink into bone, make marrow flammable. Spit kerosene, so I write with matches, sharpened to a striker's point, turn pages, kindling, set stanzas ablaze as if born of brimstone and bellies of dragons. Savage flare. Make clouds wildfire of dreams and nightmares that glare from the abyss of creation. Rain inspiration at perfect temperature for beings to inhale grace wrapped in sativa skin get lifted. Turbo boost Michael Knights with furious stars into meteor showers of stone cold atmospheric inspiration like Herculean trials of destiny. Burn oxygen, make friction breathing through iron lungs, make impossible another mission accepted. So chosen by crystal clear concentration, configured by celestial carpenters hammering out imperfection from twisted logic like Solus Prime, transform confusion to Cybertron space bridge technology as spaceship launch, Warp 9, engage, find destiny at light speed, spin space into time, make hyperspace jump all the way back home to poetry. One more. One more, and I'm out y'all hair for real. Look,
Thank you for blessing.
Appreciate you. You can find me Elemental pretty much everywhere with the number 2. Take the T out, put in the number 2. I will be on the East Coast very soon doing some things. Again, plug in to the Monday night online open mic. Go to neweurekan.org. Plug in. Really, it's the greatest community in the world. Truly appreciate y'all.
Thank you, King.
It's a longer piece, but it's what I do. This is trifecta of protection. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. I used to believe in lessons learned, strapped in curriculum style confinement of chalkboard outlines of accuracy replaced with ignorant scribbles, riddled in fine print, cryptic as Da Vinci tricks, make pages, part pixie dust, lull creative minds into next generation poster children of assimilation. This is how you glorify your savior. For gifts of civilization and King Cotton sharecropping ancestors to cement footprints of suffering resting on bottomless floors of out of sight, out of mind, lost in tides and stimuli that eclipse stars like cargo holds in broad daylight. Because oppressors hate being outshined in any fashion, language, or anguish not iterated by sacred rituals from corrosive lips on backs of brilliance to constitute their independence and twist scientific rhetoric to make themselves superior. From mythology to Freudian theories of Charlton Heston as Moses, 1883, Birth of a Nation, Gunsmoke, Wild Wild West, Casablancas with Archie Bunker, Armchairs, Gunsmoke, to John Wayne Problems like Rifleman, Gunsmoke, Flick of Wrist, make Ponderosa, bonanza of characters with black and white lenses, throw common senses from innuendos for dramatic effect, like Jive on Airplane, or explosion of blaxploitation, because they love Foxy and Coffee, Superfly and Dolomite, Shaft, Raisin in the Sun behind fences, or Luke Cage's Lost in Piano Lessons in the August Wilson Time of Day, Good Times, when showing black the way they intended became linchpin behind linchpin. They said, pledge allegiance to stars and stripes, but I can't remember if it's blue flower, red thorns, or red flower, blue horns held together by white lies. White lies. Limbs of lineage, past percentage of color, placement on scale of brown bag test to determine how much black has tainted your soul with warrior's blood, suckles from sorrow in the name of nourishment, because milk does a body good, right? Happy slaves make great nursemaids, according to Thomas Jefferson's secret rendezvous chronicles of slave quarters, sneaky links, and bastardized free labor turned taboo love affair, page turner, steamy romance, see, not Beelzebub and ascot and petticoats and proper tone and lighting to give Confederate senators, sympathizers, survivors a taste of home. When America was great and powerful, slave driving the world to utopias of white supremacy, how dare we learn to read despite their death penalty? How dare we take torture and create new songs sung in keys of freedom to their religion, regurgitation of manipulation, and call it praise and worship? How dare we cause such a disrupting, this demanding quality and rights to be seen as more than slaves on stolen land. Stolen land. I said stolen land. Brainwashing made schoolhouse detail shop with certificates of authenticity that proudly states and reminds us all, my teacher lied to me too, left me dangling in history's noose. Educate yourself to find strange truth. Peace, y'all.
Peace. That was beautiful. That's how you don't participate in the simulation. That's how you know that art helps us not to be in the simulations. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, not to get all crazy like that. Anybody else want to go up and share something? Please feel free. Thank you, King, for doing that. Yes,
Hi.
yes. Welcome.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Leslie. Thanks to
Hey,
Kimberly
Leslie.
for inviting me. I really appreciate
Shout out
it.
Kimberly.
It's really nice to have a platform like this for people to just share their things. The piece I'm about to share is still a newborn, so it doesn't even have a title yet. Perhaps you could give me a suggestion once you've heard it. If I hope you don't mind, I've got like some kind of ambience here, some music.
Do your thing, King.
Sure. God knows I just want to be great. God knows I just want to be great. I just want to be great. I want to know that my existence is as profound as the sun itself. In this state of fullness, this state of grand scheming, this giant stage, this massive playing field, we consider ourselves a mere second, a drop, a leaf riding a brush breeze. God knows I don't want it. How many times must we repeat the cycle of uniformity? Society's moral acceptance urges us to go from school to job to family to the grave. There are countless stars in this boundless universe, billions and billions of lights shedding themselves on empty rocks void of life, and yet here we are, fleshed out in complete and whole existence, but afraid to stretch out our arms and believe that there is something out there worth pulling towards yourself. And we should be willing to discover We should be ready to set aside the soft sofa offered to us by the global society that betrays us day in and day out. Every time you are told impossible is a concept, you are being lied to, betrayed, and utterly deceived into leading lives that have no beginnings and no endings, because nobody will remember who you are or what you stood for. And that which never began can never achieve anything. And trust me, you have to know that we are giants on the inside. We are capable of so much more if we just allow ourselves not to feel comfortable, not to be financially stable, not to be logical, not to be academic. We must allow ourselves to breathe. And to breathe, we need space, we need freedom and light. And space is the belief in ourselves, the space that you allow yourself in the greatest sphere of all lives, in the great book of life. Allow yourself the space to stamp your name and say, I exist. And even after my body is long dead and gone, you will know that I existed here. To breathe, you need freedom. The freedom that allows us to move free from the guilt of breaking ceilings, of smashing barriers, of uncovering new paths, of wandering about the ocean unafraid to drown. Perhaps this is what true freedom is, and we have kept ourselves from it for so long. We continue to restrain our sons and daughters and brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, students and teachers. We hold each other's hands and think that we are doing them a service when we say, be careful, it's dangerous out there. Perhaps the danger is what will lead us to greatness, to the truth of our existence, to our unknown and untapped potential. Perhaps letting go of our hand is the first step to freedom, to greatness, to untapped and unrestricted potential. Oh, God just knows that I want to be great. God knows I just want to be great. I just want to give the world the version of me that it deserves. Every single percentage of my being laid out bare and just say, yeah, this is what I have to offer. Every sound that burns in your heart, every movement that breaks your body, every smell that draws you near, every touch that raises your hair, every thought that makes you cry. I see high mountains and low valleys and vast oceans and beautiful creatures and useful innovations and beautiful flowers. I see so much more in this beautiful globe created by our great Father. We are so much more than we've ever allowed ourselves to become. God knows I just want to be great. Thank you.
Okay, Leslie. Okay. If anyone has an idea of what he should call that piece, we said wisdom. Von Erich says wisdom, or maybe he's just saying that that's wisdom that you're delivering. So maybe that could be the name of your get down right
Thank
there,
you so
right?
much.
Thank you for sharing that, and feel free to share another. Everybody gets 10 minutes. For breath's sake, I'm going to space mines in, you know what I'm saying, throughout. But
Sure.
feel free to send another one if you like, brother.
Sure. This other one, it's called anamnesis. Anamnesis is basically a Latin word for memories, and it's basically about how we perceive memories when we are young compared to when we're older. So without further ado, like most stories, this one begins with a boy. Uncorrupted by the poisonous mentality of this world, a boy holds an endless supply of potential in his left hand with a bottomless cup of passion in his right. A fresh halo hovers his head as he moves through the ocean of life, forming new memories along the waves of the salty waters. A boy remembers the light that peered through his eyes on his 6th birthday. Remembers the air that filled his tiny lungs as he blew out the candles. A boy remembers Spider-Man's face as he dragged his tiny fingers across it to taste the frosting. A boy remembers he loved Spider-Man. He loved him so much his favorite outfit was a Spider-Man t-shirt with shorts. And don't forget the shoes and the socks. A boy remembers practicing Spider-Man's moves all day and night, preparing for a preschool showcase. The day came and a boy stood frozen on stage, like a tree in a storm, or a penguin in season. A boy had stage fright. A boy remembers there was a big box of shoes. A boy would line up all the shoes and arrange them in pairs like solving a jigsaw puzzle. Boy remembers the number 2, twins. 2 fat bundles of fur and foam a boy hugs tightly as he sleeps. They never spoke, but a boy was always sure he knew how they were feeling, kind of like how a mother knows her child. A boy remembers one day on a great adventure, he stumbled on a bird's nest and decided to adopt 3 little pigeons. A boy remembers his first official friend, Andrew. Andrew had a little monkey. The boy remembers the sleepovers, the board games, the cannonballs in the pool, sleeping in the car on long journeys to distant lands. A boy remembers falling asleep. The scenes of Tom and Jerry and Scooby-Doo projected on his tired face, dancing like silhouettes in the moonlight. A boy remembers his stepfather. The feeling of being undeniably loved by someone who does not share his blood. A boy remembers good. For good is all that a boy is allowed to remember when he holds an endless supply of potential in his right hand with a bottomless cup of passion in his left. Now, perhaps the seconds blend into minutes. Perhaps the minutes find themselves aging into days, and soon they pass by as years. Boy becomes a man. Man can no longer remember good. His supply of potential has run dry. His right hand is bare. The bottomless cup of passion has an infinite leak. He is left lost and indecisive. Man has been poisoned by the toxic touch of reality. Man only remembers the Spider-Man cake he shared with family members who barely deserve the title. Man remembers his frozen face peering into the crowd looking for an absent father to help end his stage fright. A man remembers the room was full of boxes. He lined up all the shoes searching for pairs that never existed. A man remembers 3 little pigeons, can still hear the echo of disappointment when they disappeared one day only to find out that the chicken dinner that night was never really chicken. A man remembers all the cartoons he religiously glued his face to at his dad's place because the boy could not hold a single conversation with him. A man remembers his stepfather. Pictures would soon be all that a man has to remember his face by. Who knew that the narrative would force him to leave and take man's lessons of manhood with him? A man has had to become himself without the guiding lines that allow him to do so. A man remembers all the things that he had to leave behind every single time he moved out. A man remembers 4 different houses in 2 years, 17 different houses in 20 years, and 8 different schools in 12 years. Perhaps memories are not as honest as we believe them to be. Perhaps they are what we make of them. You see, a boy and a man have 2 sets. Perhaps both boy and man should learn to let one float away like dust, just as a new is being made. You see, boy and man were meant to be one. Thank you. Sure.
Thank you, Leslie. Time traveling, that's very deep. The thing about art, as we know, is that you take from it what you get. So I could have a whole different experience than another listener. And as it applied to me, because we can be inspired by anything at any given time, the spirits was talking to me for myself. So appreciate you on that. Mr. Best in the building.
True indeed, true indeed. Listen, I'm doing an extra introduction right now, you know what I mean? Because this person is really special to me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got to welcome in one of the originals, you know what I mean?
We love him.
Lady Tammy.
Oh. Lady Tammy. I got moted. I should have just butted it out. I thought he was talking about Lady Tammy in the building. Get it, Queen?
Okay. So I just go ahead and just do my poem. Okay, that works. Okay, so I'm gonna read a poem that I've done before, but it's been a minute, so people may not even remember it. So, and I ain't got it memorized, so I'm gonna just read it. So this is called The Real You. It says, honesty is honestly a fantasy of the real version of those we see. To have to look microscopically at the truest part of humanity, which has not necessarily been who we interact with on the daily. You see, The problem is that too many people push away the honesty for the conventionality of their current reality, even though it's really a figment of what they imagine it to be. In actuality, to be honest takes strength and vulnerability, and not many have the ability to reach that level of maturity, even if they remain on a destructive frequency of unpredictability. The difficulty trusting that when we thoroughly have sincerity about who we are really will not only give your life credibility, but also validity, especially when you are constantly hit with negativity. I mean, honesty is something that many can't conceive to be the best policy, even when doing the opposite only leaves you breaking yourself to be who you think others expect you to be. Because let's be honest, that's exactly who you wanted them to see. You covered up the purity of your humanity with jealousy and insincerity, leaving the real you virtually stuck in a purgatory of your own creativity. You didn't want them to see who you are internally, because seeing that will cause a breakdown in your current reality. You're just not ready to face that reality of false security. How many times do we have to lie to ourselves about who we actually are rather than the carbon copy we present others ourselves to be? Being honest means stepping out of that comfort zone of luxury into a place that is not always pretty, but a place that strips away the beauty and instead reveals a place of mental poverty. Knowing that your vulnerability is not a liability is too high a price that most are not willing to pay, essentially. Let's face it. Many like the feeling of comfortability. If you think it brings you to a place of uncertainty and mediocrity, most would rather stay in a place of complacency, even if it means giving up your dignity to conformity. Few see that in honesty, there's a feeling of liberty, and in liberty comes finding identity, which really is the primary responsibility. But again and again, dishonesty will reign victoriously, leaving most to embrace it heroically, but leaving them a person of quantity rather than quality. If we really got to a place of transparency, we would see that true honesty leads you to prosperity, not monetarily, but mentally and emotionally. You begin to see that the person you were previously had you essentially walking blindly into a world that, although in your mind satisfactory, could never lead you to who God created you to be. Sorry, that's my dog. Let me say this clearly. Being a slave to dishonesty is cowardly. You see, the travesty of that catastrophe is that it was never going to lead to a life of integrity. Instead, it was leaving you stuck in absolute captivity. The only way to break away from the lie and live truly happily is to finally say, I choose the true me and not the fantasy. When we finally make that turn of degree 180, we will finally come to not only love, but stability, finally come to unmatched clarity. And I don't know about you, but I need that clarity absolutely. Not just now, but till infinity. Now tell me who you are honestly.
That's right, Queen. That's right. Much love to the Queen, First Lady Tammy up in the building. Thank you very much for that vulnerability. And do you have another piece to grace us with, Queen?
I do, but I know we only get 10 minutes. So I might wait because my poems are kind of long. So I don't want to go over that 10-minute time limit. So I'll save it for later. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to wait, but I'll save that for later.
All right, Queen. Whoever, what else? Shout out Big Rig. Whoever wants to get up on here, please feel free. Shout out Juan Eric. Everybody, excuse me, I'm not as technical savvy as my brothers, and so I'm not gonna be like just with the comments. I'm gonna be, chatting it up over here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Anyone like to go first? We got another Queen in the building. Kimberly, what's up?
Really, I'm not sure if you can hear me okay because I know my internet connection is bugging out like crazy.
We can hear you. It's just a little low. But Queen, welcome to the building. What would you like to share with us today? And where are you hailing from?
Thank you so much. I don't want to put my camera on because I know it's going to cause more internet problems, but I'm coming through from it would be sunny right now if the sun was out, but I'm coming from Johannesburg. I'm out in South Africa.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to South Africa, y'all. Go ahead, Queen. Do your thing.
Yep, I see we full out in the building. Like shout out to my boys CB. I saw Elemental. I saw Leslie come through as well. Um, I know it's really early out here, so I appreciate the time as well. Um, I just got two short pieces. I'll be sharing pieces from my book. Um, this is the key title of my book. Basically, is "Do I Look African Enough?" And it was birthed from this piece of what makes me African. See, it surely can't be my hair with its spiral curls that fall down naturally to my cheeks. My mother cringes at the sight of my once tamed, now untamed hair, urging me on about the straightener that she has at a top drawer at her bedside cupboard. And the more I say that I'm fine, I see her eyes drawn more to my hair than my face during our conversation, and my mind begins to wander off. It wanders off to the days our ancestors had to use hot curling rods and burnt their scalps with straighteners just to look appealing in the boss's eyes, while hate brewed in the madam's heart. Maybe she foresaw my coming. A child neither dark nor pale, but what makes me African is the way I say Sawubona without the English accent, staying true to my forefathers' tongue, then twisting it back to aware what kind to fit into a somewhat colored community, then upgrading to the tone needed to prove my level of intelligence in the workplace. Good day, sir. How may I be of assistance? See, and while I flip through these three tongues, a fourth one awaits me at home, and it brings humor to my family with the way I say rugby instead of rugby, or bridge instead of bridge, or fridge instead of fridge. But what makes me African? Is it my street smart mentality, or the way I eat pap and nyama, rashisa nyama? Is my big body not a reminder of Sarah Bartman enough to have you convinced? Perhaps it's my name. Kimberly. Doesn't really sound African enough, does it? To think of it, it's not even spelt like the place. My father even almost named me Brooke. Or maybe it's my family's legacy of poverty that makes me African enough. Or the malnourished, crusty faces smeared across your screens like feces version. I'm sorry, I'm not the face you felt compelled to donate to out of pity. You know, those faces that you see on your commercial.
Queen, it sounds like can you hear us? Can you hear me? Please keep, I don't know if it's an internet connection, but we don't hear you right now. Hey, much love to the Queen Kimberly. Please feel free to join back in. We thank you for sharing that. Welcome, M3. What's up?
What's up, Ruby? How you doing? Rue the Gypsy.
Rue the Gypsy in the house, okay? Hey, we all in the house now.
Right. So
much love, brother.
So I'm gonna do like a few pieces, but it's gonna be bit by bit, okay? So I might do a piece, kind of like, go in the background and then come back and do another piece. So
that's what's up. Hey, I got another one for the people too. I'm just trying to save my breath a little bit. I'm also talking a lot. Thank you for coming. Do your thing, King.
Yeah, for sure though. And shout outs to First Lady Tammy and a few others that came up and did those spoken words. So
shout out all these queens and kings. Yes.
All right, here we go. Okay. We're living free. Yes, you and me. Beautiful dream. Yes, I can see between you and me. Oh, sorry. Yes, I can see just you and me between God. Yes, we can give him glory as we all come together to write a story. This is real. It's not phony. In all honesty, visions have the best policy, guaranteed to be legit like Martin Luther King had a dream and he went after it. No excuse for me. I got a Stop accusing me and leave the fails behind me. Go after my dream and inspire my team. I see the color from my vision. Let me step out the scene. No more plain black and white. No more darkness in our sight. We see better now when our visions carry light. So,
That's what's up. Thank you.
yeah, I forgot to give you the title. So the title is called Visions, and just basically is, seeing like, what's ahead, like what's out there, having an optimistic like point of view of things, So should I go with one more?
Get it? Hell yeah.
All right. Let me. This one was a freestyle. All right, let me go ahead and just rip it off real quick. Okay. I spit rhymes so majestically. Don't test me or outbest me. Put your money and invest me while I soak up the gains from millionaires. The saints just prayed and he wished me well because my flow was so sick like the sickle cell. And that's just like another story to tell for the ladies as we ride in Mercedes just to wow out to show that I made it. I always read and pray every night and day and work very hard until I get my pay. Collecting my riches while y'all on pills. So pass the wheel, cause you know I got skills. Your hearts feel rage, so you go kill Bill. Damn, girl, I think your homeboy needs to chill. So we stuffed them in a box and then we shipped them to Brazil until we live another day, and that's God's will.
Woo, that's what's up. Okay. You know what, M3, I'm really proud of you. This brother, right, this king expressed to me that he's always had a passion for this. And so obviously he got bars. He hasn't created something in a minute, he says, but hey, he's working on some shit for y'all. So give it up to Mr. M3. Thank you very much, King. Is anybody else gonna get on stage? We can keep this going. Shout out to Kimberly. Yes, go ahead, Ma. Take it.
Then I just jump into the next piece before the powers that be hear me.
Whatever you want.
When you see me, call me African. See, I got black friends, and I have friends that are black and white. So what? See, as if that statement is going to justify that look you give us when we walk in, that you don't belong here, look, or why are you even here, look? That order one drink, sits in the corner, don't touch the jukebox or the pool table. Oh, and if you do, I ain't touching shit kind of look, just because your candy coated skin says dirty. And then they say we're not supposed to refer to it as candy, or they don't stand behind me at an ATM, look. Because maybe, just maybe, we might have a vision of the past of where our ancestors got dragged by nooses and led to the slaughterhouse, and yours called that humane. Perhaps I need to fold the ratio of black, white, or Indian and other in the workplace, so work hard and get paid less than your worth. And if you do have a problem with it, then leave. You'd save me the trouble of finding a reason to fire you anyway. You see, the fact that you need to say, I have black friends, has me wondering why in the heck would you even need to say that? I'm sure my ancestors didn't have to clarify the fact that they had white friends when they were imprisoned, nor put to death. The past will never be repeated. But you have found ways of using the past for your gain. You stole the land for us to buy it back. And then when we move into the house next to you, you feel so eager to move out. So I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm sorry if my presence makes you uncomfortable at times, but it's never my intention. But I assure you, I will never magically disappear nor avoid you, tuck my head in the sand, nor allow my silence to have me fading into the paper in the corner, because not one of the ones whose blood was spilled for my freedom died in vain. And even though I am free to go where I please and sit where I long to, your actions tell me that you are not free. I mean, of that 1948 mindset. To think of it, Your forefathers had my people thinking that me dating a black guy was, in some parts, still looked at as a crime. And though our freedom is still limited, we stand by the words of the great Solomon Kalusha Mahlangu. Tell my people that I love them and that they must continue the fight. My blood will nourish the tree that will bear the fruits of freedom. Aluta continua. Enough blood was spilt, tears shed and graves dug, enough bullets fired and premature deaths, enough of whites only toilets, especially since life has shat on us all, enough of being described by ethnicity, black, white, Indian, and others. So call me brave, call me love, call me faith, call me hope, call me a longing for freedom that surpasses all limitations in your mind and mine. Just go ahead and call me African. Because even though the sight of what racial category I might fall into confuses you, I guess that's why in every piece of paper that you fill in, there's always that ethnicity box. And somehow I feel the urge to create my own. Better yet, wouldn't it make sense for me to take them all just so I can see the confusion on your face when I choose not to take the name that you give us? I mean, you have given them. I remember my eldest daughter coming home from daycare in tears, saying that the kids at her school called her black. She picked up a black crayon and placed it gently upon her skin and said, "But it doesn't look like the same color as my skin, Mommy." I then picked up a brown crayon and I said, "See, baby, you're brown. And brown is the color of the leaves in autumn, the tree trunks and the soil in which it finds nourishment. Maybe, just maybe you thought color categorization would somehow make you feel that white was more superior, as if that's even the color of your skin." You see, my daughter asked me, "So what color are you, Mommy?" And I said, "Peach, baby." One of the most seldomly used colors by a child, because unlike your mind that holds limitations, in the eyes of a child, no color is seen as more superior, regardless of how inferior you might want to make us feel with your derogatory remarks made out of fear. Fear that one day we might reclaim our birthright, claim our inheritance. So in the heat of calling us kafir and bushman and so on and so forth, just don't forget to call me African. Thank you.
That's right, African queen. Call her African, motherfucker. Excuse my language, but you got us riled up over here. There's so much truth being spoken. I appreciate. Do you want to share another one while we have good internet connection, Kimberly?
Yes.
Please feel free. Everybody gets 10 minutes. We want to give the time over to anybody, especially on the East Coast, or anybody is out of the US that might be on a different time zone. And go ahead.
Okay. This is also another piece from my book. This piece is entitled "I Am a Target." This was to basically every African woman that went through it. I saw her name in a pool of blood, unfulfilled dreams and visions cut from the core, removing her existence because she is a woman. The target in her back is there before birth, and her virginity is sometimes stolen without consent to silence her screams, to subdue her from fighting off the hands that once held her fragile body. He struck her till her life is no more. Because I am a woman, I settle for name calling. See, the word bitch rolls off the tongues of rappers and trend influencers, and like sheep we buy into the lie. We are no longer treated as queens but led to the slaughterhouse. Have we lost all forms of being African? And rape is seen as a norm, while others fight the boogeyman that creeps into their rooms, invades their space, and had their way. And like I am nothing, like we are nothing, to dump our lifeless bodies in bushes because we are women, because we are African women. We are returned to our mother's hands in coffins, and our deaths have no age restrictions. You see, the target in our backs are from the moment we give off our first cry. The devil sees our innocence as weakness, our pureness as a threat, and our vagina as a playground. And as the names add up, the cries of our fallen sisters, mothers, daughters, and even grandmothers, their names echo in the wind. And even when newspapers and television forget their stories, may we never do so. May we engrave their names upon our hearts, and may their names be left on the tips of our tongues. May we sing songs in their honor and write poems about their struggles, paint pictures of the smiles they once held. May their memories live on. I saw our names. I saw our names in a pool of blood because we were born with a target on our backs. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to share another piece with y'all. It's just one of my jams. This is called Crossfaded. And the whole premise behind this is just it can mean so many different things, but long story short, it could be a love song or it can be like a one night stand, what have you. Okay. Before the sunrise, as the moon drop in my zone again, pill popping. That's when we locked optics. Now my only option was 2 shots, drop a Xan, smoke a blunt of the LA Confident, and I'll do anything he asks. Feels like we're moving too fast, but then no way I'm stopping it. You're gonna make me blush, baby, stop it. Count the UFOs or skywalking. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that. I would also give some more time to anybody else. Thank you. That's for my crossfaded joint. And then let's also let's get Queen Tammy back up here and let's her share something else that she wanted to do, if that's cool. Or anybody else, don't be shy.
John is next. Then Tammy.
Oh, John, I'm so sorry. King John. Let me shut up. Take it.
Hold on. I was waiting for so long. I had to grab some food for my kids right quick. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. All right. King John is gonna need a couple of minutes. If anybody would like to spit something, please, go ahead. All right, Queen Tammy. I think we're on mute.
I knew that. So I was saying, should I do the one and then come back, or should I just do the 2?
Whatever you want to do. Bless us.
Okay, so this is called Expectation. Let it go. Your expectation of me is only a part of your reality, not my responsibility. Your premature thoughts are only a demonstration of your lack of maturity about what it truly means to be a person of quality, both physically and mentally. I see you putting me in a box of proportional mediocrity, only to be blindsided by the reality of inexplicably God-given beauty. Not just on the outside, but internally, wrapped up and twisted throughout the twists and curves of me, and the magnitude of my mental capacity. Let it go. The life I have lived, you cannot conceive of your audacity of a bullshit expectation of me. To waste my time would be me gifting you a part of me, like sharing something you neither deserve to be blessed to see. I'd rather you be left blinded with invisibility to the highest degree. Let it go. Do you not know that time waits for no one? Lost time is lost, never made up, just done, and time waits for no one. This limited gift of epic proportion, you fail to understand the exact importance that the clock is ticking while you spend wasted time worried about the insignificant expectation you have made up about me in your mind. Standing there thinking about the time is just going by, but instead it is ticking away. Every second, minute, and hour of every day. Do you understand that the next moment can easily be snatched away? Because you were never meant to stay. Since the day of your birth, your life has been disintegrating with no replay. While I continue to evolve, you remain in your minuscule world with no resolve, and yet you still don't understand that your clock is ticking. You continually fail to realize the blessing in life's lessons, leaving you on a merry-go-round, repeating the testing. As you continually contemplate your lack of progression, let it go. As you take another turn at this thing called life, know you will endure more pain and strife. Know that this life will continue with no hesitation, bringing you closer to your moment of imminent expiration, and you still feel concerned with your blind expectation? Living life carefree, not realizing that your care is not free. The cost of your life is not felt until your last breath. Understand that your absence leaves others stress-free. There won't be time to change the impact that you dressed up in expectation that kills like a disease. In a life filled with pain, hidden in distraction, the absence of you feels like lifelong satisfaction. When that feeling of close begins to come, we try to find a way to make a connection with those lives we were given and those chances not taken, and your clock is ticking. Your time to do different is disappearing in an instant, and yet you're still blind to your demise due to deceitful expectation. Realize that a new day is a new chance to take advantage in a new way, a new chance to let go of the old ways that lead to destruction, a chance to open up to a reintroduction. You can always make a choice to avoid an assumption. Let it go, let God, and release expectation.
You know, creating something is not easy by any means.
No.
And as easy as it just rolls off your tongue like that, it's something to be celebrated because those deep words mean something. And you made something beautiful of it. Thank you.
Thank you. So this one's shorter. I'm going to read this one and then I think I'll be done for now. This one is called Broken. You broke me. With your false sense of security, you broke me. Allow me to release my vulnerability while feeling a sense of tranquility that blinded me. Willingly, I opened up a part of me that was left hidden deep inside of me, only to emerge somewhere unknowingly, to be a place not of my love, but my enemy. Before you, my world was full of calm and peace, not speaking my truth, but walking on eggshells carefully, not realizing that I was hiding myself truthfully. You broke me. And I was unbothered. How could I not be? I didn't know this existed in me. The best part of not knowing is being able to be oblivious intentionally. While thinking you were my heaven-sent reality, and you showed me that you were able to see me, but apparently in the process of seeing me, you had to break me. In actuality, you broke me in order to become a better version of me. I rose from the ashes like an eagle miraculously. You see, I was only meant to stay down temporarily. I went through that trial not accidentally, because that trial ultimately healed me exponentially. It's funny how when we're broken down in devastation, it leads us to a new revelation. In the brokenness, we reveal our beauty that we ourselves fail to see. In the midst of the pain, we see a blessing in the breaking. Time to heal the heart of the love mistakenly given to the one who helps you see the person who God always knew you could be. A person who, in order to heal, had to break when the pain of the break is too hard to take. Remember, the break is not a mistake. Coincidences in reality do not exist. Remember, broken things can always be fixed or reborn in a newness better than before. Keep in mind, when the old closed, God opens a new door. Walk through it proudly, knowing God knows what awaits you. Remember, in order to grow, He's going to have to break you.
True words were never spoken. That's what's up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Mr. John, King John.
Yeah. All right, you hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, I don't got time now because I've been waiting a little while, but I'm gonna kick this for y'all. Look, everywhere I go to, everything's tainted. Wanna be stars, Twitter in hope of being famous. Planning on copping rims, getting their cars painted. Real life sort of stereotypical, ain't it? Escort searching for money machines in a male form. Giving head right, keep spinning the bread wrong. Powder head pimp, coke habit too strong. Got him pitching to the dealer every penny that she throw him. I done seen fiends bust veins in their arms. Shooting in their feet once every vein gone. Families of murder victims barely hang on after seeing a picture of limbs barely hanging on. Barely made it living through a storm. Ever thorn suffer from the same effects as vets from Vietnam. I'm next to be on Jetson.coms. And yet to see a reason I should remain calm. Had a president half black, struggle wouldn't have gone. Showing me the color of struggle would never transform. For every one truth, 100 lies are born. Imagine what God thinking watching rappers perform. The pimps, the strippers, the 4-5 gripper, the gossiping grandmother chilling in house slippers, all sinning before victim of life. Pondering when death calls, never be precise, still a wonder who you see today. Leaving here tonight, just remember what you do today. History tonight, what's your life like? Is it real or just life like? Illuminated or quite bright, either way I'm nice. Wear it, but I brought my own skill. We gon' wear it twice, wear a life way bigger than you and me can incite. When cannabis jars warning whoever afraid of heights, red dot, no laser lights. I be taking flights, moonwalking, trying to never land. Metaphor to might crash if I ever land. Hand me a light. Call me the future, then call me the feature. I teach you, I'm ether, I'm ill. High fever, got talent, got goals. Original, I'm throw. In my mouthpiece, get me wherever the wind blows. R.I.P. the mic whenever I rip shows. You got a cousin who rhyme, yeah, he aight. I know, but it's different when I flow. As if I'm kind of slow, I just go a little stupider. Jupiter, I go outer space because I'm out of place next to you. So you want to flick an autograph, yes or no? I'm Johnson different, next to blow. Every time women message me, X's, O's. Never know who you standing next to no. So it's only right I let you know I'm special. Appreciate y'all.
That's what's up. Okay, Mr. Johnson Difference. Bless us with another one. What you say?
Oh man, y'all trying to hold me. I gotta go.
My bad. Hey, we want to be cognizant of your time too, but you know.
All right, look. They can't keep a Maybach nigga like me driving a Buick long. I was born to perform psalms, converted to songs, poems, perfect in form, strong beyond strength of arm. You get rained on when I brainstorm. My name John. Remain calm because it stains palm. The bang long to his brains blown from the helmets to barely hang on. Became strong, sparring with demons who changed form. I battle liars in the attire of James Bond. King Kong to whoever sings songs they lukewarm. I burn everything breathed on, make them regret ever cutting the mic machine on. For every time I got rained on in a mean storm, wearing only a thin sweater, no beanie, your long john, just a dirty piss test cause weed helped me hang on. All of my life my mother was father, he was gone, snorted his family insanity away when I was born. I vowed to get rich, since then I've been sworn. Now my rap buzz bigger than when a million bees swarm. Am I a fallen angel or a devil reborn? Babies of the 80s crazy like children of the corn. Life is a big chessboard, every human's a pawn, so I'm aiming for the queen case I'm soon to be gone. Look, headed for the pearly gates where I belong. I deserve it for living in hell lifetimes long. I suffered for plenty years while reaching for God's palm. Seen newborns die before reaching their mom's arms. Now I'm cold-blooded, flow is disgusting, you can't touch it. My album's harder than yours on a major with no budget. Went from cool, terrific to futuristic in a time span so short you can't do specifics. All you know is due to the dope spew. Dudes a chemist, ill as whoever you can name, or a huge percentage. I seen heaven through the eyes of my daughter, hell through mine, living in hell's heaven when heavens with hell in palms. I found freedom and freedom of thought. Label me smart, bury me, but cherish my art, talent given by God. All I ask is when you judge me, measure me by my heart. It was written before I walked, I will lead a march when Yahuwah walk. But Christ's sakes, who said life would be a slice of cake. I play two-hand touch with the devil twice a day. I have an old soul, so I feel twice my age, and my bars hard enough to be felt in a lifer's cage. Everybody's blind to the fact we in a lifeless stage, so I get more spins than plates in a microwave. I feel it coming like Yeshua in the final days. Why be afraid to die when my death will be my parade? Poetry from a poet, you know it fast right away. Play it for any rapper and ask them what they got to say. I'm John.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good shit. Good
Appreciate
shit.
I want to stay longer, but I gotta get ready to work this shift, and I gotta get on
Do
the
your
move.
thing. Do your thing. Thanks for blessing us.
Shout out.
Salute.
Best.
All right, M3. All right.
Yo, that man had bars with fire, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I clearly have to work on my performance pieces. Bars for real, Doug. I'm gonna let you do your thing, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, here goes, right? All right. Now these days you better watch your back, cause haters. Oh, matter of fact, my bad. Hold on. Let me pause real quick. The title of this piece, right? Because I'll be quick to go in without even giving explanations. Called Backstabbers. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Now these days you better watch your back, cause haters will attack and grab your whole stack, hate you down through a spine, and you think that's fine until you see a picture of your face at the shrine. Now these dummies think it's funny trying to take my money, so I keep on going like the Energizer Bunny. They really try to stop me, but they can't top me with poor health, out of breath, trying to be like me. Wounds from a friend is better than a multitude of kisses, acting like your missus. I ain't no sucker, so I don't go that route, and you know what I'm about, and I don't swing through the devil's way in the month of May. Hey, you know I'm just playing, cause I can't see myself with demons on my neck, so Satan, get off my back as I make this track. And then I got one more piece I'll share.
Okay.
And then
Get it.
It's called Rise. All right, here we go. Kimberly, she heard this piece before, right? Exclusively. So
shout out Kimberly.
I'm gonna share it to the world now, all right? Here we go. We rise on up, calling shots like hard soldiers, swift like the wind, but stronger than the big boulders. Justice is served for all who's taking over, so duck and cover, because war is not over. Lining up for battle, but rather chill out and not let the evil take my will out. I'm strong and faithful, yes, and grateful, merciful master who saves souls faster. That's where I want to be in reality, conquering the world, saving people's families. Joy to the Lord with a smile on my face. When Satan's plans giving him disgrace, you know where we be in the scenery, saving the lost like slaves in the penitentiary. We're moving up to God's embassy. Soon you'll see why we unified with Christ.
Okay. Now I'm loving that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna spit a little something too, because I feel like I didn't give y'all the real Rude the Gypsy experience. Real quick, y'all. I'm glad and got a shaking, got your baby mom naked and baking, plating me some tofu bacon. Bitch, don't keep me waiting. I got 2 meetings today uptown, so you can both go downtown like on our 4, up in the rock, bumping and grinding on surround sound, diversifying, multiplying, calculating all your thorough moves to penetrate her insides with my dildo. Cause I'm a big guy, can have an in-house dick is real nice. For my king, I could think twice, keeping our legacy alive. I'm down, let's thrive, not just survive. Rude the Gypsy, wild rider, astral glide, soaring, torn, keeping my third eye open while haters snoring. Original, deep like open sea, my NFT on point. Now money pouring, counting crypto in the morning, assets growing like my seeds after sowing. Rich in love, like our parents thought America for us would be. Future bride, like my baby girl eyes. Peace the Nobel Prize. Who down to ride? I'm Rude the Gypsy, I ask your God. Salute, OJ Patrice, everybody who's in the building. Much love to everybody. Shout out to Mr. Best and everybody. If anybody would like to take the stage, feel free. My name's Rude the Gypsy. I'm just here enjoying this.
Yo, good stuff, Rude. Good stuff. You know what I mean? Look. I gotta give a shout out to you, right? And give you your flowers one time.
That was dope.
Yeah, it definitely was. Like it was beyond immeasurable, right? Because here's the thing, I shouldn't even be like doing no spoken word. I shouldn't be doing no raps. I just want to just enjoy my retirement and just pretty much erase everything from existence. But Rude was like,
no. We talking about existing your retirement. What are you talking about?
I was talking about like the music life, man. But Rude the Gypsy resurrected me, man, and I owe it to her.
Yeah, that's dope.
You owe it to yourself, King. You owe it to yourself, man. And praise to the Most High, yo. As speaking of which, on some like analogy, you just the Lazarus. Then you putting yourself on that Lazarus tip. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But you revived me too, so it's a beneficial thing. Shout out. Anybody else trying to bless us on the mic right now?
Well, we got Simon up in here, so for sure he got some spoken word from the UK.
She was like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? She was coming with it, man. That was cool, man. I love that stuff. I'm sure everyone else in the world will appreciate that the same way. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. Everyone frozen right now. I don't know what's going on. But in saying that, yeah, I think like, you know, platforms that allow people to sort of like have their talent like come out and stuff is nothing less than a good thing. I think that's what we really want to get to. We just want to connect with people really and just have a conversation and not have any arguments and discrimination. We just want to connect, and when people come out, like for example, and you know, put across some talent and you know do some stuff. Yo, there's a million people out there that can't do that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so let's be appreciative of our culture. Our culture is very meaningful. When it boils down to it, I know it gets sort of watered down, but it's very meaningful, and that's why it's been sort of like, you know, drip fed to other cultures, and they take it and like reverse that situation on us. So let's not be that person. That's just my word, man. When I see these beautiful black women up on these platforms, my heart melts, man. My heart melts.
Thank you. We appreciate you, Simon. Are you going to bless us with something on the mic as well?
You can catch my shit on Spotify, man. I ain't even doing that shit. Like, I've already been through the game. Like, you know, I already been signed, done the tours, gone through countries and all the rest of it, and rocked to some of the greatest. So, maybe next time. Maybe next time.
No, that's what's up. Beautiful. And thank you. I'm having technical issues, so I didn't catch all of your message, but I know that you were speaking from the heart. Anybody?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, what I like about knowledge and relationships is they you know, as a platform, as a collective, they're very good at sort of getting people together, you know, and I think
For sure.
I think that's so important, you know. It is really important.
It's really
And
what life's about.
you know, when anything is important, no one really pays attention to it right now. So we just got to be aware, and we got to be strong. And you know, when people allow you to have an opportunity, it's not something to be mistaken. You know, it's not a walk in the park. Like,
Right.
hold their hand. You know, try to get a level of understanding. I'm trying to put this in the most simplistic terms, you know, because I've met the most beautiful people on this platform. The most beautiful people, you know, and that I can't detract from that. I can't, because that's just fact. You know, I go everywhere. Like, you know my name. Like, goddamn. Like, I go everywhere, and I come back because it's like this is the place for the most beautiful people who want to understand something, educate themselves to an extent. At the same time, it's entertainment, but it's just like, yo, who does that? And that's why I joined it in the first place, because it was like, yo, these brothers are bringing me some sort of knowledge, you know, not in any sort of way where it's like, oh, we're detracting from this, or we're trying to say or try to tell you something. Look, yo, these brothers are real, man. I've been through the game with them, and they tested me as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like me and them three, and like we ain't had our own things going on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Much love. Big ups to Mr. Best and M3. Y'all very humble. You don't brag about yourselves enough. So that's cool. We're going to brag about it for you. Much love to the Queen Just, that just great, graced us on the mic, shared. Thank you to Simon for your words of encouragement and love. I love this so much. I feel like I don't even want to get off, but I got to very soon. Okay, let's just put it that way.
Yo, I tried to hook up with this lady on another platform. Wait a sec. Hold it. Sorry, I know.
Wait. Well, 1 second, right? Well, look, I had a thought, right, that I wanted to for us to do, and it might be a little bit challenging, and it's put us on the spot. But
yeah,
what if we have a little cipher though? You know what I mean?
Get it?
No, you came on here.
I'm not a freestyle person. You know what I mean? I'm just putting it out there. But I would try to rap just for the fun of it, even if I stumble.
Let's get it, shit. Let's get it.
Give me about a second. I'm gonna try to find a good little beat, okay?
Yeah.
And just start. Yo, salutes to you. I know you was the first that gave your spoken word, and it was fire.
Phenomenal. She's a phenomenal woman. Goddess. That's what's up.
Love.
We definitely have to connect in the future, though. And shout out to Mr. Best for bringing all this stuff together. I guess he's gonna be joining on the cipher as well too, though. Mr. Best, he could rap too, though.
I know. Stop playing.
Yo, this is the guy that is the original. If you know, you know, and if you know, you know. It's facts.
And if you don't get to know,
Oh, thank y'all. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for real.
We love you right back, King.
Yo, Justin, what you doing? What you doing, Justin? What you doing?
That's my G. What's up, popcorn?
Oh Lord, we're in trouble now.
You don't know.
That's
Just
right.
I'm here for a reason. You get me?
We're
the artist, my brand in it, by the way.
Ooh, yes.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to come around your house now.
Easy, Tiger. Calm down.
Can we keep those cameras on though when you do go there? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna slide it in, and the worst that y'all can say is no. What's that?
I was just joking.
Hey, I don't do the worst that y'all can say is no, and my freaky little ass will just keep going. You know what I mean?
And love it ain't paradise, my G.
Word. Hey, real quick, right? That's why we should do an acapella style, right? Just we could just turn the music down. You know what I mean? Because if I play some music though, it's going to be cut off within 3 minutes, and sometimes people might just be on another tip. You know what I mean? So cool. And then another question, right? Just start. Are you from the UK? If you mind, Bax?
Does my accent not give it away, fam?
Oh yeah, big time.
A tad.
I'm people keep saying I'm from London. I'm not from London because you know what? People from London get pissed off when people say they're from London. I've never said I'm from London because I live near London. Everyone that's in America thinks that if you're from the UK, you live next door to Buckingham Palace. I'm not far, but I don't live in London. I'm from Luton. If you ever seen 24 Hours Police, it's like you say Luton like this. I'm from Luton. If you watch a program called 24 Hours in Police Custody, you know what I want. So I don't live there though, thank God. But yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay, Queen. I never been to the UK. I just got my passport again. You know when you have it as a child and you lose it again. So you know what I'm saying? Now I know somebody in the UK for real, because we have connected through our arts and through our energy. And I feel you, Queen. I feel you. I can tell why Simon's looking for your ass.
Yeah. She might be my next wife. She might be my next wife.
Hey, she might be
Okay,
somebody's
well,
ex, you know.
You know, you know what I mean? You know.
It seems like it's an open, you know, like we all kind of have a shot, though. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding, Queen. Don't, you know.
And I'm a Poe. You get me?
Mm.
I just see, yo.
Mm.
Let's do something, yo. Coming up.
Hey, I like that. You're tasty. Like, so that's cool.
Reggie, I need to spat my drink out. Easy.
Hey, so y'all ready to get this dude?
Hey, on your count, King. You know, get it.
You want me to start off? You want to start off?
Oh no, I want M3 to start off.
Oh, okay. You know, man. I guess I put a verse around my. All right, let me try to think of something. Okay. All right, Mr. Best, you mind if you drop the beat real quick? I mean, turn down the beat real quick. All right, here we go. All right, and hold on, we gotta bring Stan the man up in here too. Maybe you could
Shout
probably,
out.
Stan came around time. He could probably be the guy to sing the hook or whatever. All right, here it goes. For me, I gotta shine while I stay on this grind. As I flow in this time, always try to shine. M3 in the scene, trying to flow so clean, but not looking like Mr. Clean because I'm not bald. But the story is always going to be told, never get sold. I'm trying to freestyle with all my might. So with the will and the power, I'm trying to spread the light. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. Either I mumble or I stumble. But either way, I'm going to be humble. And I'm going to pass it to the greatest of them all. Because you already know we're off the wall.
Like
Thriller, my jigger. You see me, the Rilla. Some of you fools are fake like plastic.
Boom.
But then when I get on you, it becomes drastic. Again, this is a freestyle. Off the top, the cuff and the riff. But I never shift. I stay true to the game. And it's never the same. Especially when I come to try to rearrange. But I come with my team. Strong as ever. And for that, we staying hot as ever. That's you, Ru.
Hot as ever. MP say hot as ever. Okay. M3 say hot as ever, no matter the weather. Rue the gypsy coming through like a typhoon. Yeah, I'm not good at freestyle, but I'm gonna say what's in my mind.
Around these buffoons, but you stay in the zone with that ice cream zone. Sorry, ice cream cone. We never leave you alone. We got your back, sis. You already know it. As we go show it, just like a true poet. We can always switch around to just star, the star that's coming from afar.
Gang, discover me in the universe. Just star, you'll never find another. Just star. Rue the gypsy, bringing the heat. Fire M3, bringing it like a king. Real talk on a microphone. Sing, Mr. Best in the world. Yo, I see you, Simon Says. What you saying? Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't do freestyling, but yo, I had to just try and
Yo,
I could probably do more. I don't know. You know them ones.
Get it, Queen. Okay.
You got it.
I got lyrics. I dropped that.
Go on, brother. Simon Says.
I dropped that. I dropped that like SWAT whack. SWAT whacks be in my Dropbox, and my Dropbox be like all full because the all fools because they interested. When I come in, it's detrusting. I digest. I get that in. What happens is your mind state gets twisted because what is going on, you don't understand. And when you want to understand, the plan is another plan.
Ooh,
We
okay.
try to talk, and when we try to talk, we try to speak, and the spoke becomes the speak. So what's going on is the twisted type of the twisted
Hey,
type
yo,
of
Simon says we
the
understand. We
twisted
in this
competition.
time, we overstand. We about the plan. Yo, take it back. I'm telling you, the microphone. Pick it up, brothers. Sweating there. So let's sweat it on his own. Rude gypsy. I know you brought the temperature up. You're hot in the kitchen. So come on. Let's
That's right, Queen. Yo. Rude and Gypsy on the mic, making your girl feel all right. Yo, snatching Mr. Yeah, Mr. Your girl. I'll be up in the club like, hey.
Be in the club
I'll
like,
be like, yo,
hey,
it's your
hey.
birthday, but we're gonna go like it's your birthday.
That was whack. That was whack, yo. I'm gonna have to put myself out there. Sometimes it ain't it, yo.
We don't whack up in here, okay? Like we don't whack the back or whatever in the Cadillac in the back while the acrobats do the back flips. We're trying to help each other out to shine and grow. So you already know we never get old. The story is told and you know it's all good. I go to the club with Poop Dip C up the hip C. Don't know why, but sometimes we get tipsy. And then we bring the girls in the bathtub showing love the rubber duck. And then we go give them love. Because everyone needs some love in this piece. Because Simon had the plan, the master plan, as Simon says, hey, let's go see if Stan's going to come up there with a song to say, because Stan got the vocals and the vocabulary. You already know he cooking things up in the laboratory.
That's right. That's okay.
Yeah, mix it up. M3 got us so tipsy on the liquor, them beats so crazy. Alcohol being double gases constantly. Up in the club like fucking microphones dripping off the ceiling.
Okay, just start.
Was a killer like Michael Myers, man. That's like Myers. Oh my goodness, that was so clean around the scene. So I gotta fall back and just chill back in my seat because that was getting too hot for the heat. And now I'm gonna go ahead, fall back, and let these people.
I'm top of head, no neck. You ain't ready to keep up with this. Don't test. We are in the laboratory mixing up like a science project.
Okay.
I got a science project because you know why? I moved the fools from the projects, but that's okay because I stay correct, and that's why I flow and listen before I speak. Because otherwise, Just Start is going to bring the heat like a shooting star. As we walking down the street, watching you go by.
Like a galaxy, you'll never discover another Just Star. So we're keeping it mixing up like you're out of space. You'll never discover another space like Just Star. Up on the microphone, Simon says it all.
Whoa.
That is what's up, yo. Okay. You know what? We're gonna have to keep doing that, okay? And I need to get better, clearly. Just Start, you the one, girl. Get it.
You know what? I never do this, brethren, yo. So I'm glad you lot just pushed me out my comfort zone and I went with it and run with it and rolled it and lean with it.
You sure did, and everything you do is art, just like you said, Queen. Y'all, this has been amazing. I gotta go tend to some children. I don't know whose children these are, but I gotta go see what's up with them.
No, it's
I
nearly
love
5
you.
o'clock in the morning, brethren. It's so late, it's early. I don't even know what time I'm doing.
You a G. I love y'all. Thank you.
I love it, gang. Peace.
Definitely. Wait, Just Start real quick before you go. Do you have an IG?
Yeah, man. Just Start _ misdemeanor _ artist. I do platform, I do shows in it. Yo, get me, brethren. Yeah, man.
Okay, Just Start _ misdemeanor. Okay.
If you just put Just Start misdemeanor in Google, you'll find me. I'm a proper exhibit. You know, I don't just hold this cup for fun. I don't just wear these clothes. I didn't just go to the same shop and buy the same jumper. Like I actually am an artist in Gary.
Buy that merch, yo.
Google me, you'll find me, brethren. Just Google Just Start misdemeanor, you'll find me.
Lady.
All right, everybody. We gonna call it a night because our host has to go. So I'm dropping this outro. We are out.
The DJ.